Area High School basketball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
We are at the Jake this evening. Marion Everhart, Greg Pitzer, Gordon Sanders here with you as it's a Twin Pike County matchup as the Pittsfield Saukees are in town taking on the Louisiana Bulldogs. Louisiana comes into tonight's contest with a 10-5 record, while the Saukees have a 7-9 record. We're going to break down the matchup between the two coming up here in just a few moments as the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show gets started next here on Eagle 102.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Hi, this is Brock Mitchell, and I am a physical therapist with Advanced Physical Therapy in Bowling Green. At Advanced Physical Therapy, we treat everything from sports injuries to work rehabilitation, arthritis, and post-surgical rehabilitation. This includes spinal care, balance issues, and vestibular treatment. You have a choice when it comes to physical therapy, and we hope you choose Advanced Physical Therapy. Conveniently located across from Bowling Green High School on Business 61. Call us today to schedule your next physical therapy appointment at 573-324-6079.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated, and Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, you name it, and Ed will tackle it. Just call 573-324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Broadcasting from the Family Drug Booth, it's the Eagle 102 Game of the Week. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
So we mentioned Louisiana coming in tonight with a 10-5 record, and I tell you what, Greg and Gordon, I think one of the big things tonight is the Bulldogs will be looking for big keys from Jack Logan.
Yeah, I mean, Jack Logan's been on a nice string of scoring games. He's actually 45 points away from his 1,000th point, so I know that's kind of in the back of his mind, but I wouldn't look for him to do anything different than what he's done the last few games.
And the Saukees, of course, not a common opponent. Don't see them very often, so it brings in a nice new look. And, Coach, what's that do for programs?
Anytime you face a new opponent or opponent you don't play normally, it can be easier to get up for that game. It's just something new. I mean, the kids are excited. I know they used to play youth basketball over there, so they are a little bit familiar with this squad.
So a little bit of matchup, and I think we've talked about it a couple different times. A lot of these players obviously know each other from visiting at the Twin Pike Family YMCA as well, so they're not unfamiliar. They play baseball against each other, I think, a couple times a season as well, so not completely unfamiliar with them, but it's always nice to get some games in that you're not playing your EMO conference teams all year long.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a good out-of-conference game. I mean, it does get a little bit of a, I don't want to say boring, but a little bit of a grind playing the same schools over and over and over, seeing the same school 3 times a year.
A little repetitious.
Yeah, a little repetitious, and I think this will be a good game for the Bulldogs to get something new under their belt.
And, Coach, from a coaching standpoint, they're looking at this team, this unknown team that comes in with a fairly decent record. They play a lot of difficult teams in their conference over there as well. What does this do for Louisiana as they head into the Bowling Green tournament?
Well, I think it can do a lot for them personally. I mean, a win here gives them a nice 3-game win streak for the week. I mean, that can be really big going into a tournament. And really, it's that time of the year where you want to get on a good streak and start playing your best basketball.
As for the Saukees, it's got to be refreshing for them as well. They, don't get to come and experience a lot of the basketball across Missouri very often. It's another nice look for them, and it has to have benefits for them as well.
Yeah, I mean, for Pittsfield, it's kind of the same thing. They play a lot of the same schools, so it gets a little repetitious. So a chance to come over here across the river and play an unknown team kind of and have a good battle.
All right, we're going to talk about keys to the game for this matchup coming up in just a few moments. Want to pass along at halftime in the girls' matchup in Pittsfield. Right now, the Lady Saukees are leading the Lady Bulldogs 22-16. We've got your keys to the game for you coming up next as the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show continues on Eagle 102.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 keys to the game.
Keys to the game tonight, Coach. I think a lot of pressure from the Bulldogs. They're going to have to come out and get tough defensively.
Yeah, you just kind of hit the nail on the head. I think one of the big keys is physicality for the Bulldogs. Illinois basketball is kind of known for they let them play a little bit more, and it's a more physical game. So I think Louisiana has to come out and set the tone from the beginning.
I think offensively for the Bulldogs, you're going to have to spread that ball out. You can't focus just on one area. Looking at it down here on the court, Pittsfield brings a lot of nice height with them too, so they're going to have to work that around outside the paint and, of course, behind the arc.
Yeah, I mean, behind the arc is not going to be an issue for the Bulldogs. They shoot the ball pretty well. They got the guys to do that, but as of late, it's just been the Jack Logan show on offense. So like you said, spreading the ball around, someone else has to get involved.
And don't you, at this point, I'd like to think that Pittsfield's probably scouted Louisiana well enough to know that. So the Bulldogs obviously have to have a game plan for if they decide to shut down Jack.
Yeah, at this point of the season, it's no secret what Jack Logan can do. If you look at his stat line the last few games, he's averaging probably around 20 to 25 points. So for Pittsfield, they're definitely going to be keen on Jack and how can they stop him. And for Louisiana, again, it's just going to be who can step up and help out.
Of course, we always talk about the fouls. You're going to have to stay on the court. Your key players got to stay there, and that's playing heads-up basketball this evening.
Yeah, and we've seen a few games where Louisiana's kind of struggled with the foul trouble. So
hello, this is Brittany.
Their key players definitely have to stay out of that.
All right, we've got your starting lineups. Opening tip headed your way here in just a few moments on Eagle 102.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are brought to you by Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy.
All right, we'll start with the visitors on the scoreboard this evening. The Pittsfield Saukees, of course, in their red road jerseys with black numbers trimmed in white. They are starting a 6-foot forward, a senior wearing number 3, Adam Musgraves. A 5'7" guard senior wearing number 22, Nolan Daniel. A 6-foot junior guard wearing number 23, Brennan Tomhave. A 5'10 junior wearing number 24, Javen Petty. And then a 6'2 forward junior wearing number 44, Eli Mendenhall. So you've got Musgrave, Daniel, Tomhave, Petty, and Mendenhall. Might be a little bit of a big shock. Coach Matt Smith didn't have his starters down there for us. But if we're going based on, I think, history, I think we're going to start this off with a senior guard wearing number 1, Wyatt Harrison. What we got down through here? We know we got a senior guard wearing number 23, Jack Logan. A senior guard wearing number 30, Kenny McCormick. A junior forward, number 3, Cooper Lumley. And who did I miss? And a senior guard wearing number 2, Latrell Weber. So looks like that's who's sit down there as well. So kind of give him a little bit of a hard time that he didn't quite have those ready for. So we'll get him after the game on that one.
No surprise.
So we've had the meeting of the captains at half court. We're about ready. We have officials out there. We'll probably be safe to say we're probably going to give Adam Falloon a little bit of a hard time because that's what we like to do. We appreciate all his help. Of course, over at the Montgomery County Tournament and a few other things. And if we didn't give him a hard time, he'd think we were all ill.
Yeah, exactly.
Louisiana will be moving from our left to right on your dial. Again, another quick update. Looks like they're just getting ready to start the second half over in Pittsfield as the Lady Saukees of Pittsfield, Griggsville, Perry are leading Louisiana 22-16. So they're going to do the starting introductions here as well. So we'll stay with that right here with the PA announcer. So I was close. They started Donovan Richards, who is back off injury. We got to see him out there. Was a week or two ago, Gordon, when he made his return. Do you remember that game?
I believe it was the third place game. Yeah.
There you go.
So about 2 weeks now he's been back.
All right, so he's going to make the starts over where I'd originally had Kenny McCormick. So we are ready for action here from the Jake in Louisiana. Louisiana, of course, in their home white jerseys with cardinal red numbers and black trim. Logan Tipping Center against Musgrave. The Saukees, coached by Brad Tomhave, and Louisiana by Matt Smith. Officials, and we've got a flubbed up one, and it looks like Louisiana's going to throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird start to the game there.
I think we're going to re-jump it, correct?
Yeah, he's calling a jump ball because it went off the referee.
Well, now they're going to discuss it. They're going to give possession to Pittsfield because Jack threw it out of bounds. No, now we're going to talk about it again. This is one of those ones I kind of wish we had a little sounder about meeting of the minds.
Yeah, need a mic on the refs.
Now we know these refs. Nope, it's going to go with, Pittsfield. I was right the first time.
Odd start to the game. I haven't seen that before.
You know how it goes. So anybody the ball is Petty. Petty feeds it inside to Tomhave. Tomhave back to Petty. Over the far side, hands it off, brings it near side now with it to Musgrave. Musgrave looks inside to Mendenhall. Mendenhall at the free throw line, takes it down the far block, looks to kick it out. On the far wing, brings it back near side to Petty. Now with it is Daniel. Daniel works it. Kind of moving it around the horn, man-to-man defense from the Bulldogs. A little pitch and catch behind the arc, looking for something, being very patient are the Saukees. Over to the far wing, Donovan Richards guarding Musgraves. Now back near side with it to Tom Have. Up to Mendenhall. Swinging it far side to Petty. Petty guarded against by Weber. Looks downside. Mendenhall spins on the block, and he's going to pick up his first foul.
Cooper Lumley taking the charge.
And I tell you what, we talked about before, Coach, if you're going to drop your shoulder at all, you might as well be prepared to get called on it.
Yep, and Lumley's done a very nice job all season of being prepared and doing that.
So here we go, as it'll be Weber inbounding the ball to Richards. Back to Weber. Weber brings it up court to Logan. Pittsfield being very patient. Thought maybe they're going to go for a trap, but instead Richards feeds it over to Logan on the far wing. He wants to pull up for a three. It rims in and out with the rebound is Petty. Petty brings it into the front court, takes it to the far wing, dishes it off to Musgrave now. Musgrave, top of the key, over to Mendenhall. Mendenhall behind the arc, swings it again over to the far wing to Tom Have. Mendenhall down low on that far block. That's where he was when he picked up the charge. He spins now, does it again, and gets away with it. First 2 points on the board tonight for the Saukees.
Yeah, he could have easily had the same exact call there.
Yeah, he dropped that. And here comes Weber back the other direction. And they're going to foul on Mendenhall.
And he got it right there, though.
He did, and that's 2 for him. And we still have 6:29 to play here in the first quarter. He'll take a seat in. We'll check. Caden, is it Asante? With it is Weber to Harrison. Bring it back up top to Logan. Back to Harrison again. Spins in the paint, kicks it near side. Lumley with it in the paint. Back out to Weber, top of the key. He works it around. Dribbles out top, now brings it back near side to Richards. Richards at the top of Louisiana's bench. Now down low to Logan, and Logan feeds it inside to Lumley. However, reaching around is Tom Have, and he's going to pick up that reach around foul.
Yeah, so 3 quick fouls for Pittsfield to start the game.
6:04 to go. Pittsfield leads 2-0 as Weber looks to inbound. He's on the baseline on the near side, gets it into Harrison. Harrison pulls up for the long tray. It's off the rim. Pulling down the rebound is Musgrave. He feeds it to Tom Have, now up front with it to Daniel. Daniel back to Tom Have once again, top the key, feeds it far side. Petty has it now between the circles. Looks like Louisiana's kind of fallen a little bit more into a zone type of defense or a loose man. Over the far wing with it. Long three coming. It's off the back of the rim. No good with the rebound. And turnaround putbacks up and no good. Logan comes down with the loose basketball this time. Pulls up, slows things down as he crosses the timeline. Long three from Logan off the front of the rim. Weber with the rebound. Kicks it out to Richards over on the far wing. Richards, guarded by Musgraves, brings it back between the circles. Near side with it to Weber. Weber takes it down low. His shot's up. It's no good. He's going to go. Oh, they're called on the floor, so that's a foul on Petty. So his first. 4 quick fouls, as you mentioned. We have a substitution as Connor Allen checks in for the Saukees. Harrison with it in the near corner at the end of Pittsfield's bench. He brings it up on the wing now, top key over to Logan. Logan brings it back to Harrison once again. 5:07 to go here in the first. Back top of the key between the circles to Weber with the left hand, takes it to the elbow, back up top to Richards. Richards at the free throw line, trying to create some space. Finds Logan on the far wing. Logan, one dribble, picks it up, now back on the Bulldog. Stands Weber. Puts this offense back in motion. Near side with it to Richards. Looks inside to Logan. Logan into the paint. He spins. His shot goes up. Rolls around, and it falls good. Jack Logan with the first 2 of the night, and we're tied at 2-all here at the Jake.
Very deliberate offensively for both teams to start the game.
4.5 minutes to go here in the first. As Petty works against Harrison. They feed it far side to Musgraves. Back up top. Swings it now near side. Over on the far wing with it. Back to Musgraves. He looks for the screen. Takes it to the free throw line. Pulls up for the shot. Said it was partially blocked, so it's going to stay with Pittsfield.
Yeah, looked like Logan might have got a fingertip on that one.
Yeah, it came up a little short as he was shooting over top, and so Pittsfield will inbound the basketball along the baseline on the near side. Inbounding is Daniel. He smacks the ball, working against this man-to-man defense of the Saukees. Long pass, and with it is Tom Have. He stops. Over to Musgrave. Long three. It goes around the world a couple times, falls out. Now the ball's tipped around, and it's Logan that comes away with it. Man, you couldn't have scripted that shot any better. It just didn't want to fall.
No, like you said, it hit every part of the rim, I think.
And we're going to have another foul on the Saukees.
So if you saw the game last week with me and Gordon, Ellsbury didn't pick up a foul until the fourth quarter. And so far, Louisiana doesn't have any fouls to start this game.
With it, once again, is Weber. Top of the key, feeds it into Logan in the paint. His turnaround one-handed shot's up and good. Gives Louisiana their first lead of the night. 4-2 with 3:48 to go in the first quarter. With it is Tom Have. Now it's taken away by Logan. Logan holds up. Top of the Pittsfield's bench. Over across court. Now with it to Richards. Richards backs it up. Going to reset the offense. Still man-to-man defense from the Saukees. As he takes it to the free throw line, pulls up his jumper short, pulling down that rebound was Allen. Goes out of bounds, last touch by Pittsfield, so Louisiana will keep it under their own basket. Another quick update from Pittsfield. The Lady Saukees still lead the Lady Bulldogs 25-22 in the third. With it is Logan. Logan from the elbow extended on the far side. Brings it back top of the key. Finds Weber at the head of Saukees bench. Back to Logan. One long three, and it's money. Jack Logan drains the first tray of the night and makes it a 7-2 basketball game with 3:10 to go in the first. Here come the Saukees looking for an answer. Tom Have with it on the near wing. Takes it cross court and hands it off to Musgraves. He takes it in the paint, goes flying into there. Count the bucket and the foul.
Yeah, nice finish by Musgrave there. Richards just got caught trailing, and Musgrave with a beautiful finish of the paint.
Our first free throws of the night for the and one, as they did count the bucket, so it's 7-4. Musgraves at the charity stripe. First, the free throw shot on the way is money. So Musgraves gets the three-point play and makes it a 2-point game, 7-5, just under 3 minutes to go in the first. Weber works the basketball into the front court. Takes over the far side to Richards. Richards back to Weber. Man-to-man defense again, still from the Saukees as Logan has it on the near wing at the head of the Saukees bench. With the right hand down, stop. Fadeaway jumper from the block extended. It's up and good, and Jack Logan is feeling it tonight.
Yeah, he's feeling himself. He's continuing right where he left off from the last game.
He has all 9 points for the Bulldogs here this evening. The clock's not running here. I don't know if the score table realizes that.
I don't think they're aware, neither are the refs.
Nope.
They're going to keep playing.
They're going to play extra minutes here in the first. We've got to be down well past as the long shot's on the way. It's no good. Pittsfield with the rebound. I can't believe neither coach has realized that the clock's not running.
No one has noticed but us.
Yeah, Tom Have spins at the elbow. He's at the free throw line. Back out with it now to Daniel. Working around into the paint is Petty. His shot's up. It's no good. With the rebound is Lumley. Up, now they've got it going. So we probably played, an extra 2 minutes?
It was quite a while. I don't know how long it was. At least a minute and a half.
So it always seems a lot longer. Harrison in to Logan. Logan spins. His shot's up, and it's net. It's so smooth that it barely moved.
And that is one of his best shots, is the little baby hook shot from anywhere around the paint.
So with 2:43 to go in the first, Louisiana has an 11-5 lead here in the Jake as they host Pittsfield. We'll take a timeout as you're listening to high school basketball on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Southside, Lynn's Heritage House, and Rick Rodhouse, Country Financial Representative.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Out of the timeout, Louisiana leads 11-5. All 11 points for the Bulldogs, scored by Jack Logan. 2.5 to go here in the first. With it over on the far side is Allen. Allen works it to Musgraves, back up top with it to Daniel. Daniel, Bat has his pocket pick, gets the loose ball back into the hands of Tom Have. Tom Have brings it back near side of Musgrave. Now long shot on the way from Petty, and it's short. Ball saved in bounds, back to Allen. He goes up, his shot rolls around, no good. And coming away with it is Wyatt Martin, who's entered the basketball game. Logan back the other direction. Maybe Logan wants to get all 45 points tonight.
Yeah, he's definitely got it on his mind, I'll tell you that. I talked to him in class. He definitely feels it.
Got already in double figures here in the first. Looks for the screen from Martin. Logan, top of the key. Swings it to Harrison, back to Logan again. Long NBA range three is off the rim. And Martin tries to save it from going out of bounds, but nice defensive move there by Daniel to kind of keep that from happening.
Yeah, it's a good little box out to keep Martin from getting to the ball.
Kenny McCormick coming in for Donovan Richards with 1:42 to go here in the first. So with the basketball again, little pressure in the backcourt from Harrison as Tom Have looks to bring it into the front. He stands on the Bulldog between the circles, now near side with it to Daniel, back to Tom Have, swings it over far side to Petty. Petty on the wing, back to Tom Have, near side again to Daniel. He looks inside, looking down low for Allen. Allen, long three from Petty is off the mark. With the rebound is Logan. Logan up to Weber. Weber on the wing, kicks it out near side to Harrison. He wants in on the action. His three's no good, but Martin is going to draw the foul as he kind of got a little push off there, going for that rebound. And that's the first team foul for the Bulldogs, isn't it?
I believe it's number 2.
I must have missed marking the first one.
It might be the first. I might have missed one myself.
So with it is Tom Have, guarded by Harrison in the backcourt. He finds Petty. Petty across the timeline. Brings it near side once again to Daniel. We're down to under a minute to go in the first. Working around from the block, extended back out to Daniel behind the arc. Guarded by McCormick, goes cross court, and Jack Logan read that one. Was able to get a hand on it, just wasn't able to keep it in bounds.
Yeah, almost looked like he was playing safety in football there. Good read on the ball.
So with the basketball is going to be Musgrave. He'll inbound to Tom Have. Tom Have will bring it across the timeline into the front court. Near side with it to Daniel. Now in the short corner, back up top with it to Tom Have. Daniel over the far side to Petty. Back to Daniel once again. Near side on the wing, middle of Louisiana's bench is Musgrave. Round the horn they go. Looking for something inside. Find Allen on the block on the far side. He waits for the defense to jump, and he nails it. Adds another 2. Connor Allen with his first points of the night. Makes an 11-9 basketball game with 20 seconds to go in the first. 11-9. Logan in the paint. Kicks it out to McCormick. Shots up. It's no good.
And I think they got Martin with another push off. So that's 2 quick ones on him.
Okay, 11-7. I thought they already had the 7 points up there. So, yep, that is 2 quick. That Martin was the first one to miss. No, that was the second one.
I think Donovan Richards had one.
Oh, okay, there we go. Down to 10 seconds. 11-7, Louisiana on top. Looking probably for the last shot is Pittsfield. Daniel with it. Works it to Petty between the circles. Near side with it to Tom Have. He pulls up for the long 3 at the buzzer, and it's no good. That is how the first quarter ends. Louisiana leads Pittsfield 11-7 as you're listening to high school basketball on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bibb Veach and Collier Funeral Homes and Crematory, Castile's Color Wheel, and Advanced Physical Therapy.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender. High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
So as we get started here in the second, it's Louisiana leading Pittsfield 11-7. At the girls' game, the Lady Bulldogs claimed the lead late in the third quarter before a buzzer-beating 3. So now they trail 30-28, Louisiana does. We got a fail on Tom Have as Lumley was looking to drive the basket.
That'll be Tom Have's second. So 1 away from the bonus for the Bulldogs already early in the game.
So with the basketball is McCormick. to Logan. Long three from Harrison is net. That is the first bucket not by Jack Logan made this evening for the Bulldogs.
And as we talked about, it's good to see someone else get involved for the Dogs.
Makes it 14-7. Brings it near side to Musgraves, middle of Louisiana's pitch for the Saukees. Looks for the screen from Allen, back in the ball game. Allen looks inside. Is Mendenhall. No, that's not Mendenhall. That's again. Once again with Allen, top of the key. Logan giving him all kinds of space. He's not taking it. Petty with it. He tries to go inside, and it's taken away by Wyatt Harrison. Harrison goes cross court to McCormick, now with it to Weber. Weber on the far wing. Finds Logan, top of the key. Logan looks around. Takes it down to the elbow, into the paint. Kicks it back out top to Lumley. Lumley to Logan. Sets it back to Weber. Both teams playing very patient offense.
Yeah, very patiently by the Bulldogs, which is good to see. That's been a struggle for them.
Here comes another long three from Logan. It's off, and it's going to be a foul on Harrison as he made contact over the back and smacked that ball out of bounds. Donovan Richards returns to the ball game. What else are we trying to figure out here? Richards came in. Looks like it's going to be Daniel inbounding the basketball to Petty, with Harrison putting a little pressure on him. They allowed him to get the ball in. Over with it back to Daniel. Daniel into the front court. He's between the circles, dribbles with the left hand, brings it near side to Musgrave. Musgrave guarded by McCormick, swings it around, back in the hands of Daniel on the far wing. Allen, top of the key. Must not be an outside shooter because Jack Logan gave him all kinds of space. The Saukees working it around the perimeter. Back to Allen. Once again to Daniel.
Allen's gotten away with a few almost travels at the top.
He's down the block, got in some trouble in the paint. Logan came out and put some pressure on him, so he had to kick the ball back out. And they're still continuing to move it around the arc.
Pittsfield's very deliberate offensively.
With it once again on the near side is Allen. Finds Daniel from the free throw line extended. Go for a backdoor. Shots up by Petty. It's no good. Coming down with the loose basketball is Logan. Over the far side of McCormick. He wants in on the action with the three. It's off the back of the rim. Coming in with that rebound is Allen. He kicks it out to Petty. Petty, far side to Daniel. Daniel looks, didn't see Allen cut into the bucket. Petty goes up, count the bucket and the foul.
A strong take to the rim by Petty. And Harrison's going to pick up his second foul, I believe. And Petty's going to go to the line for one more.
So far, Pittsfield has been the only one to make a trip to the charity stripe tonight. Not uncommon by any means.
Yeah, it's been a pretty clean game.
It has been a very clean game. Shot on the way, and it's money. So Javen Petty makes the old-fashioned three-point play, makes it a 14-10 basketball game. With it on the near side is McCormick. McCormick skips it over to Richards on the far wing, now finds Lumley between the circles to McCormick on the near side. Finds Lumley headed to the bucket, and that's a nice assist in there from McCormick.
Yeah, that's the old slit play. Coach Matt Smith likes to run that quite a bit to the big guy, and easy pass and finish for Cooper Lumley.
Allen with on the far side, brings it top of the key to Petty. Now Musgraves, he wants a tray. It's off the rim. Logan goes high for the rebound. Pulls it down into the front court. Finds Lumley, now up to Richards. Long three, and it's money.
Great ball movement by the Bulldogs there, and a quick timeout by Tom Ave.
So with the timeout, 4:29 to go here in the half, the Bulldogs lead Pittsfield 19-10. You're listening to high school basketball on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Kara and Cliff at Show Me Caviar LLC, Elisha Koenig, owner-broker of Remax Realty Shop, and PJ's Salon.
Are you looking for a small-town bank that will deliver personalized service? This is Michael Mudd, President and CEO of Silex Banking Company. Come visit us at our 20 South 2nd Street location in Silex for a sit-down, one-on-one experience. If you can't stop by, visit us online at silexbank.com or call 573-384-5221. We also offer mobile deposit, e-statements, and online banking. Silex Banking Company, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
19-10 is our score as Louisiana leads Pittsfield with 4:29 to go here in the first half. And at first it was kind of sort of the Jack Logan show, and since then some players have come out and really added to that, Greg.
Yeah, Jack had all 11 in the first quarter, and now to start the second quarter, about halfway through it, the rest of the team's got all 8 in this quarter, so that's nice to see for the Bulldogs.
So Pittsfield has the basketball. They're going to bring it up the court. Taking their time again with it is Petty. Petty to Allen. Allen kicks it back out once again to Petty. Guarded by by Weber over the far side with it on the wing. To Allen, back to Petty. Works down the free throw line, and he's going to travel. No.
They're going to get Weber with a little contact on the arm.
So the Saukees will inbound it along the baseline on the near side. Weber will inbound, or guard the inbound play as Petty looks to get it in. Look for the lob, get it to Allen. Allen up to Musgraves, and they're going to start over. We have somebody new in the game. That is Connor Sweeting. He wears number 30. Long threes coming from Petty, and it's off the back of the rim. With the rebound is Lumley. Gets it to McCormick. McCormick finds Logan between the circles. He's going to hand it back off to Weber, and Weber will set this offense for the Dogs. About got a steal there from Musgraves. Weber able to control it, gets to go back door once again to Lumley. And we've got a foul on the floor. However, that should be the 7th team foul, so we should be shooting 1-1.
Yeah, looks like Lumley's going to go to the line for a 1-on-1. Kind of got bailed out there because he spun right back into the defender, but nevertheless a foul. And that's number 2 on Petty. This will be Louisiana's first trip to the line.
Looks like we've got a substitution coming in, and I'll have to check that number for us in just a second, number 12. So at the free throw line. Shot up, no good. Louisiana gets the rebound. Logan with another long shot. It's off the back of the rim. No good. It's chase for a loose basketball. So coming in, if I can read the coach's handwriting, it looks like Granton is number 12.
Well, ever since the first quarter, Logan's kind of gone cold from beyond the arc. Be interesting to see how that plays out the rest of the game.
So with it is Musgraves. Musgraves takes it to the hole. His shot's up and good.
Yeah, good move on the baseline by Musgraves, and McCormick just didn't move his feet at all defensively there.
Logan over on the far side. Brings it back near side to McCormick. He looks for the 3, and he drains his second of the night.
Right on cue, the answer from Kenny McCormick. And he's kind of been in a shooting slump a little of late, so it's good to see one go down.
22-12 is our score. 2:50 to go here in the first half. Here comes a long 3 from the Saukees. It's no good. Getting the rebound, though, that is Viley in the game.
And they're going to get McCormick.
So now it's a 1-on-1. Viley heads to the free throw line. So he stands at the charity stripe. Shots up and good. They'll get a second. 22-13, 2:43 to go here in the half. Bulldogs have led just about this entire game. Pittsfield came out with the first bucket, but from then, once the Dogs got on top, they haven't released the lead.
Yeah, Logan kind of took over, and then the rest of the team's gotten involved, and they haven't looked back so far.
Second free throw shot off the mark. Logan with the rebound.
And that's one of the keys to the game as well, is the defensive rebounding for the Bulldogs.
So with it is Richards. Richards in the paint. His shot's up, rolls around, and it's good.
Great move by Richards on the up and under. Got his defender in the air, and the nice finish.
Coming back the other direction. Near side with it to Musgraves. Musgraves to Granton over the far side. Once again, brings it back near side to Allen. Allen. Around the horn we go. Viley gets it back to Granton. He wants a long three, and it's good. Granton gets a three. Once again with it to Logan. Logan to Richards. Richards. Once again over the far side. Here comes Logan. His shot's up and good.
They're going to get Allen with a foul. That'll send Logan to the line for his first free throw attempts. Maybe this will get him going again.
Yeah, he did go quite. He's had some nice assists here in the second quarter.
Yeah, he's rebounded the ball well, and passed the ball well.
Logan's first free throw shot's up and no good. He'll get a second. McCormick comes out. Weber returns. Jack Logan stands at the free throw line for his second. Shot on the way, and this time it's good. As they say, he saw it go through the hoop, so maybe, as you mentioned, he'll get back on track. We're going back the other direction with it. With it over on the far side is Musgraves. Working it around the horn is the Saukees. Musgraves back between the circles. He takes it at the left hand, up off the glass. Shot up and good. Musgraves drops another two. Makes it 25-18 with 1:20 to go here in the half. Harrison stands in the middle of the Saukees bench, gets it back up top to Weber. Weber working it around. Over to Harrison. Harrison on the far wing. Gets the guard. He takes it down. He goes, lays it up off the glass, and it's good. Wyatt Harrison for two. He's got 5 on the night.
Yeah,
27-18.
Trading baskets. Both good moves the last two possessions.
Once again, near with us, Allen. Allen near side to Musgraves. He stands in the middle of Louisiana's bitch on the wing. Finds Allen headed to the glass, and now they're going to tag Logan with the foul.
That'll be Logan's first, so no foul trouble for him. But it does send them back to the free throw line.
Kenny McCormick coming in for Harrison.
Oh, excuse me. They actually gave it to Harrison there. That's his third.
Well, that explains why he was coming out. And the confused look from Jack Logan.
Yeah, I think Logan would rather take the foul.
Shot on the way is up and no good from Allen. So once again with it is Richards. Richards with 43 seconds to go in the half. Kicks it out to McCormick. His shot's off the mark. No good. With the rebound is Sweeting. Sweeting to Allen, far side to Granton. Back out top. Allen thought about the three, faked it at least, got it to Musgraves. Musgraves takes it to the free throw line, over to the far side now, needs some help. Kicking it out to Viley. Now back top of the key to Musgraves. They're going to tell him to hold. Looks like they're going to possibly go for the last shot.
Yeah, looks like they're going to go forward low, a little isolation play to end the half here.
Down to under 10. Richards comes out, shots up. It's no good, and he draws a foul. And that was Richards that came out, and he tried to get that steal. It looks like McCormick on the...
Yeah, and that'll be McCormick's second. Richards with a good instinctual play to come try to steal the ball, and just didn't work out for the Dogs there, though.
So Musgraves at the free throw line. First one's up and good. He'll get a second. 27-19 is our score.
Yep.
4 seconds to go. All the Saukees back. Go ahead.
Yeah, they got to look to push here on a miss.
And they got the miss, and here comes Weber. Weber with it. Looks to split the defense. Goes up, lays it off the glass. It's no good, and that is how the half ends, with Louisiana leading this one 27-19. We've got your halftime report for you coming up next right here on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
Bowling Green Ready Mix, and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated, and Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, you name it, and Ed will tackle it. Just call 573-324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Broadcasting from the Family Drug Booth, it's the Eagle 102 Game of the Week.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
At the half, the Louisiana Bulldogs lead the Pittsfield Saukees a 27-19. Marion Everhart, Greg Pitzer in with you here, along with Gordon Sanders. And really, they came out. Pittsfield scored first. Then the Bulldogs kind of took control, Greg.
Yeah, Pittsfield came out kind of fast, and the game really started slow, honestly. I mean, not a lot of scoring the first couple minutes of the game, and then Jack Logan got going. Had 11 in the first quarter, all the Bulldogs' points, and then the second quarter, the rest of the Bulldogs chipped in 15, and Logan just had a free throw. And Pittsfield just kind of struggled to put the ball in the hoop offensively. That's really the only thing stopping them.
Well, we talked about it just a few moments ago. Pittsfield being very methodical with their offense tonight, so they're not really even taking a lot of shots.
No, and that's one of the things that was on the scouting report for the Louisiana Bulldogs is Pittsfield plays a very methodical, slow, grinded out kind of style of basketball, and they're just looking for you to fall asleep defensively and take advantage. And so far, the Bulldogs have done a great job pressuring, creating some turnovers, and defensive rebounding has been huge for the Bulldogs.
I tell you what I would like to see, we talked about a little bit, as Connor Allen for the Saukees has come out. He's been standing behind the arc, but he hasn't taken a shot yet. I'm curious if the big guy can actually knock one down. If he could knock one down or at least start taking some shots, that's going to pull Louisiana's defense out on him and open up that paint just a little bit more.
Yeah, because right now Logan's been on him for the majority of the game, and Logan doesn't even have to vacate the paint, so he can kind of just stand in there and clog stuff up with his long wingspan, and there's just not a lot for Pittsfield in there.
And Mendenhall, he got in trouble with 2 fouls early in the first, came out, basically sat the rest of the half. His return in the second half could be good news for the Saukees as well.
Yeah, and he had some decent moves to start the game, just picked up a couple quick fouls, so you wonder if maybe him coming in the second half, maybe he can shoot the ball a little bit, maybe that'll change the game for Pittsfield.
All right, let's take a break here on the Cellular and Satellite Center halftime report. When we return, we'll have stats and break down the second half for you coming up next here on Eagle 102.
Lynn's Heritage House in Louisiana offers affordable, home-like senior living, enabling your loved ones the independence they want and the services they need. Staffed 24 hours a day with low resident-to-staff ratio and designated areas to visit your loved ones safely, rest assured Lynn's Heritage House provides peace of mind for you and those you love. So if you or someone you know is ready for a retirement home or need care from a hospital stay or surgery, Lynn's Heritage House has rooms ready. Call to set up a tour and visit soon, 754-4020, or visit 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
When it's time for some heavy-duty work at your place, there's only one name to remember, McMailer. McMailer & Sons, Backhoe and Excavating of Silex, offers septic system pumping and grease trap cleanouts. Just give them a call for all types of backhoe work with high lift and track hoe. They install water or sewer lines, septic tanks, and drain tile. They can build lakes, do dump truck work, jackhammering, bobcat work, and more. Fully insured, you can count on quality workmanship from McMailer & Sons, Backhoe and Excavating in Silex. Call 573-384-5978.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
So, Greg, let's break down some numbers from the first half. How did Louisiana stack up?
Louisiana was led with Jack Logan with 12. Then Richards and Wyatt Harrison both chipped in 5. McCormick hit 1 3, and Lumley had 2 points to close out with 27 for the Bulldogs.
Now for Pittsfield?
For Pittsfield, Musgrave led the way with 8. And then Petty had 3. Granton, I believe is the name, had 3. Mendenhall had 2. Allen with 2. And Bailey with 1.
All right. Free throws mainly were shot from Pittsfield. Louisiana only made the trip a couple times. I don't think I have it correctly. Do I have them for one trip or two, Louisiana?
2 trips. Lumley shot a 1-and-1 and missed the front end, and Logan had a 2-point play at the free throw line and made one of them.
Okay, so I had it. I just didn't have it marked down. Now Pittsfield, on the other hand, they've made a couple trips too. They're averaging about 50% from the charity stripe. So I think both teams would be happy to improve from there this second half.
Yeah, I think Louisiana definitely wants to get to the line more, and Pittsfield, again, just capitalize when you get there.
If you've heard behind us, we've got the Louisiana High School Band providing some jams for us. We've had some cheerleaders out on the court providing some of those smooth dance moves as well. The cheer clinic was a little earlier this evening. Let's take a moment to talk about Bowling Green Invitational Tournament coming up, as that kicks off Monday for the girls, Tuesday for the boys. And Louisiana, they come in seated a little different than they did over at Clopton. They actually have, I believe it's the number 4 seed in that tournament.
I believe that is right, the number 4, and I believe they play. I'm not sure who they play, actually. Maybe.
Well, I had it right here, and of course, once I have it right there, it's not where I want it to be as I was looking for it. There it is.
There it is.
They open up against Van Far, who they've played already once this year, and we heard Coach Pat Conaway talk about it. It was a tough matchup, and he expects now with Richards back again, that's probably going to be even tougher because it's a little momentum builder for the Dogs.
Yeah, and I believe that's actually the game Richards went down and got injured in was against Van Far, and Van Far played a good game. As you said, it was a tough game, and Van Far pulled out a nice victory. So for Louisiana, I mean, you look to close out tonight, and then they play Silex tomorrow, and then they'll turn their attention to the Bowling Green tournament and Van Far for sure.
So that game, when you plan on heading to Bowling Green next week, because we know we're going to have nice weather for another tournament, which is nice. We don't always get that. They play at 5:30 in the middle school gym. Other games that night also at 5:30 in the high school gym. Number 1 Ellsbury will take on number 8 Silex. Then the late games, they start at 6:50 in the high school gym. Number 2 Clopton will take on number 7 Bowling Green. And then number 3 North Callaway will take on Winfield. That's in the middle school gym as well. For the Saukees, they have more action coming up with their next game is going to be against, they take on Camp Point Central on the 24th, so they get a little break after tonight as well. So they've got Camp Point Central, then Porta Ashland, and then Jersey. So some tough matchups for them next week. Let's take one more break here on the halftime report. We'll be back with third quarter action next here on Eagle 102.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
We are ready for our third quarter action here from the Jake tonight as the Louisiana Bulldogs host the Pittsfield Saukees, and right now they lead 27-19 to the Bulldogs. With it is Daniel over to the far side with it to Tom Hay, back up top to Musgrave. Musgrave to the hole, high off the glass. His shot's no good. Mendenhall with the rebound. His putback's up, and now it's good. Nice way to follow through, follow your shot, and work that rebound.
Yeah, and exactly what I talked about at the halftime was the Bulldogs' defensive rebounding, and Pittsfield comes out and gets 2 easy offensive boards and leads to 2 points.
27-21 as we were just started here in the third. Near side with it to Harrison. Harrison looks to go that back door to Lumley. Lumley on the block, needs to find some space, and he can't. He shoots over top of Mendenhall, and it hits air. With it is Petty. Petty brings it all the way down, and a fast break into the paint, loses the handle, gets it back, goes up, and he's going to draw the foul. Looks like he's going to shoot 2.
And that's going to be the 4th on Harrison, I believe. No, they gave it to Weber. So luckily Weber got it.
So, but again, that sends Petty to the charity stripe. He is 1 for 1 there this evening. Spins the ball, free throw shot up and net. 27-22 is our score. 7:15 to go here in the third. Second free throw on the way. Off the front of the rim with the rebound is Lumley. He went high, pulled that one down, dished it off to Weber. Weber brings it into the front court. Works now over to Richards. Richards guarded by Musgraves. Now back to Weber once again. Brings it to Harrison here on the near side. In the paint to Lumley. He goes up off the glass. Shots up and good. Cooper Lumley with another 2 tonight.
And a nice find by Harrison on the slipping Cooper Lumley.
29-22 our score. Dogs on top. Far side with it to Tom Have. So with the basketball again on the shot, good by Tom Have, is Richards to Lumley, or excuse me, to Weber. Weber once again.
And they're trying to set up a play here.
He's guarded by Daniel. They get to far side to Richards. Now to Harrison. Harrison finds it, takes it down the block. And some trouble, needs to kick it back out. Gets it to Richards, but ends up in the hands of Musgrave. Musgrave on the fast break, takes it down, goes up off the glass, and it's good.
Yeah, it's going to be a timeout by Coach Smith and Louisiana Bulldogs. Not an ideal start to the half.
We'll take a timeout as well. 6:10 to go here in the third. Louisiana leads Pittsfield at 29-26 as you're listening to high school basketball on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
And Advanced Physical Therapy.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Out of the timeout, Louisiana leads Pittsfield 29-26, 6:08 to go here in the third. Weber with the basketball over the far side to Richards. Richards guarded by Musgraves on the far wing. They're looking inside to Logan. He didn't have much room, and Tom Have's going to get the reach around foul.
Yeah, that's Tom Have's third. Trying to force it to Jack Logan here a little bit.
And really, after the first quarter, they figured out that you have to shut Jack down.
Yeah, absolutely. The defensive pressure has been much different. He's at 1 point since the first quarter.
Tom Have comes out. Allen returns for him. Weber inbounding the ball on the baseline on the far side, gets it into Richards. He finds an open lane, takes it in. Shot high off the glass with the rebound is Daniel. Daniel pushes it into the front court. Looks like a little bit more fast-paced team here for the Saukees in the second half. Back to Daniel. He wants the three. It's off the rim, hits the front rim, no good. With the putback, though, is Petty, and it's good.
And everything that we talked about at the half has gone the other way for the Bulldogs to start the third quarter.
Here comes Logan. He wants another three, and it's money.
And there's Logan right on cue, though.
And he needed to open up, but it was a 1 point game. He stretched that back out to a 4 point game, 32-28. But here come the Saukees. Allen with it. Now back up top to Petty. Petty takes it over the far side to Musgraves. He pulls up. His shot's up and no good, but he's fouled. And he's going to get to shoot two.
And they're going to get Richards on the arm there.
And just to update from the other game, Louisiana picked up the win over Pittsfield by the score of 49-44. So congratulations to Lady Bulldogs. It looks like another tough matchup, which we figured it would be with the Pittsfield-Grigsville Perry. Musgrave's first free throw shot is up and good.
And that's the Lady Bulldogs' third win this week, 3 in a row. I can't tell you the last time that happened.
Second free throw shot off the front of the rim. Weber with the rebound. Over the far side with it to Harrison. Harrison working against Daniel, now brings it back to Weber. To Logan. Logan works it on the wing, now finds Richards. Richards skips it over, and it's going to be taken away by Musgraves. He gets it to Petty. Petty brings it near side to Allen. Allen looks inside. Back up top with it. Petty kicks over to Daniel. Allen up top. We just talked about him standing out there behind that arc. And again, Logan, he stands back by the free throw line. Working it around the horn. With it to Musgrave, near side with it to Daniel. Middle of Saukees bench. Musgrave takes it in, kicks it out. Here comes another long three, and it's money.
And that's Allen right there. We talked about it at halftime, and he can shoot it a little bit.
That's right. Connor Allen with the big tray for the Saukees, and Harrison looking to answer, and he does.
Right back.
Okay, boys, I'm okay if we want to trade threes for a while. 35-32, our score, 4:14 to go here in the third.
Just a little more entertaining.
It looks like everybody's kind of picked up the pace a little bit.
Yep.
Allen with it again. Top the key to Petty. Petty over to the far side, and he's going to be fouled. He's headed back to the free throw line, Petty is.
Richards with another foul. That'll be his third. So the Bulldogs are kind of racking up some fouls. We'll see what Coach Smith wants to do. It looks like he'll leave him.
So Petty stands at the charity stripe. Free throw shot on the way. It's off the front of the rim, short. He'll get a second. Sounds like that Pittsfield, Griggsville, Perry, and Louisiana girls game was one for the books. They got one that was a tight game. Great athletic ability by both teams. Here it's also a great matchup as Petty drops his second one, and it's back to a 2-point basketball game. 35-33 our score, under 4 minutes to go in the third. Louisiana still on top, but Pittsfield's kind of come out on fire here in the second half. Harrison works it around on the far wing, finds Lumley, now brings it near side to Richards. Richards back up top to Weber. He thought about the three, instead he stops, pops from the free throw line. It's off the back of the rim. Allen with a nice rebound, kicks it out to Petty.
Yeah,
Petty up.
Pittsfield went to the double team on Logan there.
Daniel with it near side, back to Allen again. Swings it over to Musgraves. Musgraves looks inside. Allen all alone. His shot's up and money.
That's just a mental mishap by Louisiana. Left Allen wide open on the low block.
And we're knotted at 35 all. Logan takes it to the free throw line. Kicks it back out to Richards. Richards back to Logan and into the hands of Weber. Logan again. And Allen comes out and puts all kinds of pressure on there. And now there's Wyatt Harrison's going to be fouled.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Musgrave. That'll just be his second, I believe. But Louisiana looks a little bit more frantic right now. Pittsfield's definitely come out playing much better this third quarter.
They've definitely stayed calm and collective here in this basketball game. Speaks a lot for the team. Harrison takes it down to the block. He's in some trouble, dishes it off to Weber. Weber in the paint. His little shots up and good.
Yeah, good move by Harrison to get to the low block, and great cut by Weber to get to the rim.
Back to a 2-point lead for the Dogs, 37-35, 2:45 to go here in the third. Mendenhall tips it around, gets it to Petty, now over to Musgraves. Musgraves up to Daniel, now brings it near side. Louisiana's zone defense. They find Allen at the free throw line, now over the far corner. Down to Mendenhall. Here's Allen underneath, and he's going to be fouled. And really, Weber went up to block, and Allen was patient down there in that block area, waited for him to come down. He came right down on Allen.
Yeah, number one, it was a great ball movement by Pittsfield just to get it to Allen. And Allen with a good head fake, got the defender in the air. And he's going to get 2 trips to the free throw line here. And that's 3 on Weber.
2:27 to go here in the third. First free throw shot is up and good.
So Allen's kind of come alive this second half so far with 6 quick points.
Well, I really think that with Mendenhall back on the court, that really pulled some of that pressure off of him. Second free throw shot is good as well.
Yeah, like you talked about, that definitely opens things up for him. Another big body out there.
And just as I say, that Mendenhall is going to come off and get a breather. 37 all our score, 2:27 to go in the third. Weber will inbound for the Dogs, gets it into Richards. Richards waves him down, get the offense set up. Louisiana all basically lines up along the baseline. As Richards comes across, looks for the screen from Wyatt Martin, and he loses a handle on the ball, gets it back, and ends up in the hands of Martin. He takes it to the hole. His shot's no good, but he's going to go to the free throw line and get to shoot 2.
Kind of a sloppy turn of events there, and Louisiana was lucky the ball just happened to end up right in Wyatt Martin's hands, and he got hammered going up for 2.
And that's going to go on Petty, his third.
So a lot of the players on both sides have 3 fouls now.
Wyatt Martin stands at the charity stripe. First free throw shot on the way. Dribbles the basketball. Shot up and good. Mendenhall returns. Louisiana back on top by 1. He comes in for Petty. Mendenhall does. As Wyatt Martin's back at the free throw line. Dribbles, shot up, and it's good. Rattles it home. Back to a 2-point lead for Louisiana. Kenny McCormick checks in now for Wyatt Harrison. Full court defense from the Dogs. Allen with it to Daniel. Daniel back to Allen. Works it around. Back to Daniel again. Brings it center court. Crossing that timeline is Allen. Allen in the near corner with it. Down low to Mendenhall in the short corner. He makes space, and Jack Logan gets the block. However, comes down in the hands of Mendenhall. He puts it back up, and it's good. And we're knotted at 39 all.
And Mendenhall's had a great impact on this second half as well with his rebounding ability.
So Logan stands on the Bulldog. Near side to Richards. Louisiana kind of spreading the court out, spreading the floor. Richards gives a head fake, takes it into the paint, kicks it out to Weber. Weber, he brings it in on the near side on the elbow to McCormick, swings it back to Richards. Richards takes it between the circles, top of the key, between the legs, looking to get away around Mendenhall to Logan. Logan fakes, he stops, dishes down inside to Martin, kicks it out to Weber, now to McCormick. He thought about the three. He drives the baseline, feeds it inside, and it's saved by McCormick from going out of bounds. His feet are set. The three's on the way. No good, but Richards there for the putback.
Great play by Richards, a very athletic play. Grabbed the rebound in midair and right back up to it, and he got fouled.
Yep, so he'll get that old-fashioned three-point play with 1:10 to go here in the third. Checking back in the ball game is Sweeting, Connor Sweeting, coming in for Musgraves. That's his third. As Donovan Richards stands at the charity stripe. For the and one on the way. Off the back of the rim, bounces around, hits a couple times, comes down in the hands of Mendenhall. Pittsfield pushing into the front court. Daniel crosses the timeline, swings it over far side. He looks, brings it back near side to Allen. Allen into the paint to Mendenhall. Mendenhall kicks it back out. Here comes the long three, and it's short into the hands of Logan. Logan turns on the Jets, goes all the way down into the paint. His little one-handed shot's up. It's no good. Gets his own rebound. Loses the ball. Ends up to Wyatt Martin. To McCormick. Now to Richards. Richards finds a hole. He takes it in, and his little hook shot layup is up and good.
Great decision by Richards to not settle for the three and attack the rim.
So as time is winding down, we're down to 30 seconds to go in the third. Louisiana stretch it back out to a 4-point lead, 43-39. Daniel with it. Now over the far side. Here comes that three once again, and it's money. With the three is Sweeting, I believe that's who that was.
Yep, Connor Sweeting.
So he gets the tray and brings it to a 1-point game with 15 seconds to go in the third. Richards kicks out to McCormick, but not before he's fouled. And the way he's holding his jersey, I think Mendenhall's worried it's going to be called on him, and he's right.
And
that's his third.
Yeah, that's three on Mendenhall, another player with three.
10 seconds to go here in the third. 43-42 is our score. Louisiana on top by 1. Saukees have come out and played an absolutely spectacular second half here. Big players making big plays. Louisiana's kept pace. Weber lobs it into Logan. Logan at the free throw line. Kicks it out to Richards. Down to 5 seconds. Richards works it around. Down to 2. Gives a little shake. Goes up. Goes out of bounds. And that's how the third ends. Louisiana still on top, but only by 1. 43-42. We've got your final quarter of action coming up between the Twin Pike Counties here on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Kara and Cliff at Show Me Caviar, LLC. Elisha Koenig, owner-broker of RE/MAX Realty Shop, and PJ's Salon.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Becky Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Greg, what a great third quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Pittsfield came out. You can tell the halftime. I'm sure Tom Habe was not happy. And they've come out and really responded well, and they've got this to a 1-point ball game.
I tell you, so it's 43-42. If you're just joining us, the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs grabbed the win in a close matchup with Pittsfield, Griggsville, Perry. That one came at a 49-44, so a 5-point win for Louisiana. Louisiana's on top here with this one, but by 1. And tell you what, anybody's game here in the fourth. Everybody, both sides in a little bit of foul trouble.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be something to really watch for here this fourth quarter is who's going to get in foul trouble worse.
So it's Richards. Over to Weber. Pittsfield still in their man-to-man defense. Logan with it at the top of the key. Long three on the way, off the back of the rim. And coming away with it is the Saukees. Tom Hay brings it into the front court. Picks up his dribble. Now near side with it to Sweeting. Sweeting inside. Down low to Allen. His shot's up and it's good. And Connor Allen has been a beast here in the second half for the Saukees.
Yeah, he's really come alive, and a lot of it's been right there in the low block.
So Pittsfield back on top by 1. Logan comes back. McCormick gives a fake. He takes it in, kicks it back out to Weber. Weber going to reset the offense. Weber to Logan. Logan looking for someone, finds Wyatt Martin over on the far side. Back to Logan again. He's directing traffic, looking for the screen. Goes cross court to McCormick. McCormick wants another tray. It's off Mark. Coming down with the loose basketball is Logan. He puts it back. Shots up and good. Jack Logan's been held to 5 here in the second half.
A great play by Wyatt Martin on the tip out, and Logan just quick enough to get it and squeeze it between the defenders.
Far side to Tom Have. In the short corner, back up top to Tom Have. Now to Sweeting between the circles. Sweeting looking inside, back to Tom Have once again. Sweeting now brings it near side to Petty. Petty stands at the head of the Saukees bench, finds Tom Have, and around the horn we go. Looking down low in that short corner to Allen, but it's taken away by Logan. Logan's going to go all the way. He stops, pops, count the bucket and the foul.
Yeah, great play defensively by Logan. He kind of baited it into the cross-court pass and then took his time getting out the court. Actually let the defender catch up and got him in the air, and three-point play.
45-44, actually 47-44 is our score. 6.5 to go here in the ball game. Logan working for the and one. Stands at the charity stripe, and that was 4 on Tom Have. Free throw shot there, and it's good for Jack Logan. So Tom Have with 4. He came out. Daniel with on the near side to Allen. Back up to Petty, swings it around the horn. Musgrave down low, shots up, and you heard that foul up here.
Yeah, that was a pretty physical play there, loud.
And I think Jack Logan picks up his first foul.
And Musgrave's been to the line. This will be his, I think, 4th and 5th attempts. Right now he's only 1 for 3.
This is...
Oh, I got it wrong. That's not Musgrave,
okay.
Is it?
Yep, that's okay.
Onstead.
Yep, Onstead stands at the charity stripe. He misses the first. He'll try for the second. This one's good. He rattles it home. So Onstead bringing it within 3. 6:17 to go here in the ball game. Weber takes his time. Lets the offense get set up. Finds Logan. Back over the far side with it to Weber. Weber finds Logan from the block extended on the far side. He's working against Allen. Spins. His shot's up. High enough.
Wow.
Rattle it home, and it's
Tough
an and one.
shot. Great defense, really, by Allen. And Jack Logan with the baby hook shot, the bucket, and the foul.
So he's headed back to the charity stripe. Logan looks, makes it 50-45. Currently, make it 51.
And I'd say Jack Logan mentally is feeling pretty good right now.
That's the second foul on Allen, so he's still okay. Should be good for the ball game with 5:50 to go. Daniel with it now, top of the key, looks inside, swings the far side to Petty. Petty wants the 3, and it rattles it home.
And back and forth game here. This is exciting.
Logan works it around, gets the screen from Allen over the far side to Weber. Weber stands on the Bulldogs, and we've got it. Foul.
That one's going to be on Allen down low, battling with Wyatt Martin.
That sure is. And that'll be his third.
I think that, yep, it's going to send Martin to the line for a 1-on-1.
So Wyatt Martin has been there before tonight. 51-48 our score. 5.5 to go in the ball game. Wyatt Harrison getting ready to check back in. Free throw shot up and good. So Harrison's going to come in for McCormick. Also returning is Mendenhall. Also returning will be Cooper Lumley for Wyatt Martin. If he can make this second. Dribbles. Gets very quiet in here. Second one's good as well.
Yeah, you could have heard a pin drop there almost.
You could have. Well, now that the band's not here.
Yeah, it's definitely much quieter up here anyways.
Nice job by the band, by the way. Daniel with it. Brings it up. Is Petty. Back to Daniel again. That's Nolan Daniel over to the far side to Mendenhall. Petty now on the near side. About the middle of the bench for the Saukees, and it's kicked out of bounds by Richards.
Good play by Richards using his feet there because Mendenhall had position on Lumley down low. That's a big boy.
So it looks like Petty will inbound the basketball along the baseline. They kind of talked to the two down there.
Yeah, gave him a little talk. Might be getting a little too physical.
So Petty looks. They throw a long pass in to Allen up top. He hands it to Daniel. Daniel stands on the Bulldog. Now brings it back center court. Near side with it to Musgraves. Musgraves guarded by Harrison. With the left hand, takes it in across court. Here comes Allen. All the way around. He stops, gives the fake. Looks to kick it out. Gets it to Daniel on the far wing. Back to Musgraves. Musgraves working against Harrison. Brings it near side to Allen. Allen at the free throw line. Backs it up. Hands it to Daniel. Now once again to Musgraves at the end of the Saukees bench. Mendenhall to Petty. Working a weave. Here comes a three from Petty. Off the back of the rim. It's no good. Pulling down the rebound. No, it's loose on the floor. And we got a timeout. Coach Tom Have calls it with 4:39 to go here in the ball game. Louisiana leads Pittsfield 53-48. You're listening to high school basketball on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
One multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
All right, out of the timeout, the Saukees will have it along the baseline on the near side. See, it looks like it's going to be, we need somebody to inbound it.
And Musgrave volunteered his tribute.
Gets it into Mendenhall. Back up top to Daniel. Daniel. Inside to Mendenhall. His shot rolls around and falls out. Jack Logan with the rebound. He fakes the long pass. Now brings it into the front court. Hands it off to Richards. Now to Weber. Some pressure coming from the Pittsfield defense. They hand it off to Harrison. Back up top with it to Lumley. Now near side with it to Logan. Logan on the wing. Hands it right back to Richards again. Richards working between the scores table and Louisiana's bench. Looks for the screen. Takes it to the top of the key. Mendenhall comes out. He's going to shoot. He's got to shoot up for a tall Mendenhall. He gives a head fake. Goes down. Underhanded. Shots no good. Pittsfield with the rebound. Petty with it for the Saukees. All the way in the paint. He takes it, and Logan's going to pick up the foul and probably save the bucket.
So both sides, after that timeout, missed some chippies. But Petty's going to get a trip to the free throw line here.
3:53 to go in the ball game. Both teams in the bonus. Free throw shot up and good. Petty having a nice night for the Saukees. 53-49 our score. So Petty once again looks for the second. On the way, and it's good. Tom Have returning for the Saukees. He'll come in for Mendenhall. Pittsfield content with their half-court defense as Logan has it and brings it across the timeline. Crossover dribble, spins in the paint, goes up above everybody else. It's off the back of the rim with the rebound. It's Pittsfield. That's Petty. Petty pushes it quickly into the front court, goes all the way. His shot's off the back of the glass. It's no good, and here comes Wyatt Harrison back the other direction. They have the numbers. Harrison goes up off the glass and good.
Nice finish by Harrison off the glass. Soft touch.
Petty brings it back the other way. 55-50 our score. Louisiana leads Pittsfield. 3:22 to go here in the ball game. With it is Daniel to Petty. Petty with the left hand over the far side to Musgrave. Right near side with it to Tom Have. He looks inside. Feeds it to Daniel. Daniel at the far elbow. Tom Have again top. Now near side with it to Musgrave. Working it around. Tom Have takes it. Brings it back center court. Musgrave into the paint. And some trouble, kicks it out to Daniel. Daniel gives a fake. He takes it to the far block, needs some help. Gets it from Tom Have. He thought about the three. Like to see him knock that one down.
Yeah, Tom Have's been pretty quiet.
Inside to Allen, and Allen's going to travel.
Pretty good defensive possession for the Bulldogs. Used almost a minute of the clock, and ultimately a turnover by the Saukees.
So 55-50 our score. Dogs on top by 5.
Ooh, Weber wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, 2:45. You got to make sure your player's ready for that inbound pass. Logan with it now. Over to Lumley, swings it to Harrison on the far wing. He's guarded by Musgrave. Looks for the screen from Logan. White takes it all the way and kicks it out to Lumley. Lumley wants the tray, and it's too hard. And it's Harrison with the rebound. Out to Richards. Back to Lumley. He thought about the three again. They're going to reset things with 2:19 to go.
Good decision by Lumley to pull it out, use some more clock. How about Wyatt Harrison, shortest guy on the floor with the offensive rebound.
Harrison working against Allen, takes it in. Allen applying some good defensive pressure there. Logan saves a turnover. He backs it up. Finds his way to the free throw line. He spins into the paint, dashes it
Good
off
pass.
to Weber. Shots up and good, and we've got a timeout. With 1:54 to go in the ball game, Louisiana's up by 7 over Pittsfield, 57-50. You're listening to high school basketball on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Southside, Lynn's Heritage House, and Rick Rodhouse, Country Financial Representative.
Think about all that's important to you, your family, your possessions, and your future. Pick up the phone and call Rick Rodhouse from Country Financial. He, along with his staff, will assist you with insurance coverage to protect what matters most, in addition to preparing you for the future. Best of all, Rick will take the time to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. For coverage you need at a price you can afford, contact Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency in Pleasant Hill to chat about your insurance needs today.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
You know, Greg, we've had two great matchups this evening. First, the girls, as Louisiana got the win 49-44. We've had a great one here at the Jake tonight. 57-50 is our score right now as Louisiana leads Pittsfield. I personally would like to see more of these cross-state games.
Yeah, Louisiana, we've always played Pleasant Hill. The Pittsfield game has been new I think last year might have been the first year we started playing them again. But like you said, it's fun to play a team from Illinois, someone you don't see a lot. It can build kind of a little bit of a rivalry game.
So Pittsfield has the ball. They'll take it the length of the court. Louisiana has full court man-to-man defense. They kind of let them get them in, so it's kind of loose here as Daniel brings it across the timeline. Down to 1:48 to go in the game. Tom Have, he finds the open lane, goes all the way down, has it stripped, and there's it goes off of Tom Have.
Great play by Wyatt Harrison defensively. Smacked it right off Tom Have's leg, out of bounds. And that's big with 1:43 to go.
So Petty applying a little bit of pressure to Weber in the backcourt. A little token pressure. They get into the front court, hands it off to Logan. Far side with it to Lumley. And Lumley's going to be fouled by Musgrave.
Yeah, I think Tom Have was telling him to foul. That's their guy. So Lumley will head to the free throw line for a 1-on-1.
Well, that's a fourth on Musgraves with 1.5 to go here in the ball game.
Looks like they're going to try to extend the game as long as possible, fouling this early.
Down by 7, Pittsfield is. Cooper Lumley stands at the free throw line. Lumley dribbles with that left hand, spins. Shot on the way, and it's good. So Lumley with the first. He'll get the second. Free throw shootings by both teams have been much better here in the second half.
Yeah, much better the second half. The Bulldogs actually haven't missed so far. Hopefully I didn't jinx Lumley.
As long as you jinx them and I don't. I jinx everybody. Lumley second. And it's good. You didn't.
Almost.
So with it is Petty. Petty brings it near side. Dishes it off to Musgraves. Now back to Petty again. He's at the top of the key. Looks to take it far side. Daniel gives a little head fake, goes down, dishes it down low to Allen. Allen goes up. He's fouled. He's headed back to the charity stripe.
Yep, Allen's been big this second half. Pretty good find by Daniel on the drive. We'll see if Allen can knock down the 2 free throws. They need him right now. He's very crucial.
And they're saying that's the first on Lumley. As Connor Allen stands at the charity stripe. His first free throw shot on the way. Hits hard off the back of the rim. No good. He is perfect so far here in the second half. That's his first one missed. He'll get another. Looks like we've got more subs coming in from Pittsfield if he can make this one. And he does.
I would look here for Pittsfield to set up some pressure, and that looks exactly what they're going to do.
So 59-51, 1:16 to go in the ball game. Logan to inbound. Get to Richards, right back to Logan. Logan working it around. They know they don't want to send him to the free throw line. He finds his way to the bucket. Count the bucket in the foul.
Yeah, instead he's going to get the and one. Strong take to the rim by Logan. And really, I mean, he's just been phenomenal scoring the basketball as of late.
It's a 10-point lead, the largest of the night for the Dogs. Petty's looking to return. Coming in from Musgrave. As that's the fifth from Musgrave. I had missed that they called that on him, so he's takes a little bit of an early exit with 1:07 to go. Logan's and one is good. So with the basketball is Daniel. Daniel, long three from Tom Have off the back of the rim, but coming in with the nice rebound is Petty. He pulls up for the long shot. It's off the front of the rim. Lumley with the rebound, kicks it out to Logan.
Yeah.
Down to 50 seconds. He splits the defenders into the front court. Works it on around, and they foul him. That's Tom Have.
That'll be Tom Have's fourth, and Logan's going to get 2 shots here at the line.
No, I think that's his fifth.
Is it his fifth?
Yep.
I missed a few tonight.
Well, we know you make a mistake only every now and again. It happened once, and so yeah, he's now up to 2. As that's the 10th team foul. 62-51, 47 ticks to go here in this matchup. Logan's first free throw shot is good. He's edging that much closer to his 1,000th career point, and Coach Tom Have kind of clears the bench. We got Wyatt Potter in, along with Clayton Reinhardt, Granton. What else do I have out there? We'll pick up some of the others here in just a few moments.
Sylvie for the Bulldogs just checked in. It looks like Martin will go in for Logan here.
Second free throw shot is good as well.
It's another strong performance from Logan tonight as the Bulldogs go up 13 with about 47 seconds to go.
Here come the Saukees. Into the front court. That is Nichols. Lucas brings it back near side to Potter. Potter looking for some help. Goes back door, now kicks it back. Long three on the way, and it's good. Rattling home with the tray was Nichols. Makes it a 10-point game with 27 seconds to go. McCormick works against Reinhardt. Crossover dribble, loses the handle, gets it back to Lumley. Lumley to McCormick, and they're just trying to kill these 15 seconds. To Martin. Brings it back near side over now far to Harrison, down to 9 seconds. It's a 10-point lead, and they're just going to dribble this one out. Louisiana's going to pick up wins tonight on both sides of the river. Louisiana boys gets the win by the score of 64-54. We've got your postgame show coming up next here on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up.
Castile Color Wheel has been proudly serving Pittsfield and the surrounding community since 1950 and is an expanded retail area. They began as a paint retailer handling Benjamin Moore and Pittsburgh paints, developing into a full-service decorating center, including wall coverings and Hunter Douglas custom window treatments. Castile over the years has expanded with home decor, high-quality gift items, bridal and baby registry, an upscale ladies and children's boutique, open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 until noon. Let Castile's be your one-stop shop, located just off the northwest corner of the square in Pittsfield.
Hi, this is Brock Mitchell, and I am a physical therapist with Advanced Physical Therapy in Bowling Green. At Advanced Physical Therapy, we treat everything from sports injuries to work rehabilitation, arthritis, and post-surgical rehabilitation. This includes spinal care, balance issues, and vestibular treatment. You have a choice when it comes to physical therapy, and we hope you choose Advanced Physical Therapy. Conveniently located across from Bowling Green High School on Business 61. Call us today to schedule your next physical therapy appointment at 573-324-6079.
I'm Alicia Koenig, owner of Remax Realty Shop in Bowling Green. Whether buying or selling, you need an agent who has the right connections and strategies to help you reach your goals. Remax Realty Shop team is here to help.
I'm Mark Long.
I'm Allison Miller.
I'm Les Orr.
I'm Kelly Crane.
I'm Zach Miller.
I'm Brittany Kidd.
I'm Zach Browning.
Whether you want someone to take the wheel for you, or maybe you are just feeling overwhelmed with the process, give us a call today. We'll both be glad you did. Remax Realty Shop, Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM.
So, Coach, we had a pretty good game here tonight. It's been an exciting one, and one a rematch I'm already looking forward to. The Louisiana Bulldogs end up with the win, 64-54 over Pittsfield. But I tell you what, it was back and forth there in the second half.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, Pittsfield came out the second half and played a lot better, and the game just kind of got away there at the end of the fourth quarter, some fouls and whatnot. Louisiana, I mean, hats off to them. They played really well in the fourth quarter and pulled away.
So Pittsfield actually came out, scored the first 2 points of the ball game. Louisiana kind of took over, and Pittsfield never saw the lead again in the first half. They came out almost a more aggressive team in the second half, I think you could say. Went back and forth. They regained the lead, but not more than by a point here or there. And Louisiana was usually ready to answer. But I think one of the big fun parts of the whole matchup was the three-point shooting contest in the third.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like every time Pittsfield came down and made a three, Louisiana just answered right back. So they just had better responses ultimately than Pittsfield tonight. And
it was as we talked about before, heading into game again tomorrow night. Louisiana does as they head to Silex, and then that tournament, that's got to be a good momentum for them heading that direction.
Yeah, I mean, for Louisiana, it's a quick turnaround. You turn around tomorrow night and go on the road to Silex. Look to finish off the week with 3 wins, and then next week, looking forward to the Bowling Green tournament. Always a fun one.
That is, and as we mentioned, Pittsfield, they're off until the 24th when they will head to Camp Point for that matchup, and then again on the 26th they've got Porter, and then 28th at Jersey. So they've got back-to-back games as well. So I have a feeling based on what we saw tonight, those are going to be some exciting matchups as well. Let's take a quick break on the post-game show. We'll come back, review stats, and set up more action as high school basketball continues here on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bev Veach and Collier Funeral Homes and Crematory, Castile's Color Wheel, and Advanced Physical Therapy.
Great hair doesn't happen by chance. It happens by an appointment with PJ Salon. Make your appointment today and look your absolute best. Gift certificates for your someone special are always available, and walk-ins are welcome at PJ Salon. You may have 99 problems, but your hair doesn't have to be one of them. PJ Salon in Louisiana.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana. And let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance agent Tim Jenkins, Keolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
All right, Coach, want to run down some numbers for us here from the ball game?
Yeah, we'll start with Louisiana, the winning squad here. Led by Jack Logan, another big night, 28 points. Harrison chipped in with 10. Donovan Richards, 9. Cooper Lumley with 6. Latrell Weber with 4. And then Kenny McCormick with 3 to close things out. Then for Pittsfield, Allen and Petty both led the way with 12. Musgrave with 11. Mendenhall with 6. Sweeting with 3. Nichols with 3. Vele with 1, and I forget, what was number 12's name? I'm sorry.
I think it's Granton,
Granton.
If I could read the coach's name.
Yeah, I believe Granton hit a 3 in the third quarter to close things out with 3 points.
All right, so a great matchup from both. Again, if you're just joining us, Louisiana picks up wins, both for the girls and the boys. On the girls' side, it was a 49-44 Louisiana win here in the Jake tonight, 64-54. Gordon, Greg, any final thoughts in this matchup?
I mean, just a good old-fashioned classic basketball game between two Pike County teams, one from Illinois, one from Missouri. And I think as we stated earlier, look forward to this continued matchup throughout the years.
Both clubs matched up well size-wise, speed-wise. Jack Logan gets a little bit closer to 1,000 points.
17 away. So we'll see if tomorrow night is the night.
Well, it could. So Want to thank, Mark and April, of course, over in Pittsfield this evening, bringing us the girls' action. I want to thank Brendan for running the board for us back at the station. Of course, we had photographers out as well, so be looking for photos for it, both on the Facebook page and, of course, in the latest edition of the Eagle 102 Patriot. That'll be coming out here very soon. If you haven't gotten your January copy, I hear they're in high demand, Gordon, that you better find one if you want one.
Pick up your copy if you're looking to find Ernie and for your opportunity to win with KJFM Radio and the Eagle 102 Patriot.
All right, for Gordon Sanders and Greg Pitzer, I'm Marion Everhart. You've been listening to high school basketball from the Twin Pike Counties on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.